something about generating 1 million invoices within a few hours at the beginning of the month. So those high, very high, extremely high one, we use cloud since 2011. So I would say that we use the Lambda serverless and many other applications, the cloud native architecture quite extensively. So I believe that for your kind of a high volume, it's not something that a typical ERP or accounting system would cater for, but the key part is actually in the running number that you generate. So in the running number that you generate in a very high volume, very short time, I believe that the key part is being able to partition that running number, and then so that we can achieve parallelism when it comes to number one, generation of the document, number two is the submission. And also when it comes to storage, some of the NoSQL as well as the serverless type of RDS may be required. Okay, so partly when you use want to see the E-invoice, you open a sales invoice, then from the sales invoice you see what is the status E-invoice or the QR code for that invoice. That is generally people doing. We have that as well. We have that also, but because some of our customers is very high volume, wow. So when it comes to very extremely high volume, we are forced to turn this into like 20 to 30 different tables. And I can tell you why we do it in 20 to 30 different tables is because number one is we make use of a event-driven design philosophy, event-driven, and also the queue mechanism. So whenever sales invoice, credit note, debit note, and everything that is created, the very first place that it lands is actually this posting queue. So it will go into this posting queue, and in this posting queue, you can see the documents that is coming in. But more importantly, is the job processor that actually pick this up and make the decision. That means that if that situation, then do this. If that check is valid or not valid. So this part, when it comes into this queue, it can massively parallel to do the checking if you have a lot in this queue, and we can use the database row level locking to prevent the concurrency problem and using the advisory lock to ensure no duplication and so on. That's number one. So after, because most of our customers are retailers, they are having very large number of transactions, like they sell 20 ringgit, 10 ringgit, like that. So when it comes to if I'm not dealing with this large volume, right, actually the easier way for me, make one table, sales invoice table, and then everything just query in the same table, calculate already. But the reason why I'm using queue is that every time it finish processing, I can delete from the queue. So every time I hit the table, I'm not worried that the table is too large or something like that. When it comes to this submission queue, consolidate submission, individual submission, they have a different. We put different queue for it because their volume is not as big as yours, but still big. Yeah. Okay.